YouTube. My name is CJ. I'm a full-time content creator on YouTube. This is NBHD Nick. He's a rapper with a record deal. And what do we both have in common? We're creators. I sat down with NBHD Nick on 2 separate occasions to discuss how my YouTube journey and his rap career are one and the same.
I get it in. Get for my wins. I need my ends. This life is real. Can't play pretend. Came off the bench. I get it in. I get it in. I get it in.
I think like to elaborate on that, it's just like, it's as simple as the name. Like, you know, I am, the artist is the person. So it's like, I'm the same guy.
I'm on no fixer. I'm gon' ball no picker. That I ate doors they live for. Talking on my back, go figure. Whole team eats fun spitter. Never was the one to go flicker. No face.
I'm happy. I don't think people say that often.
That's a great word, bro. Like, I respect
like, people sleep on happy.
Facts, bro.
I'm funny.
A lot of people aren't happy.
Right. And I think, or people are and they don't acknowledge it. So they trick themselves into thinking they're not happy.
Why do you do what you do?
I think it's like a release for me. It's just a way to express myself. You know, sometimes I think it's easier than just being like one-dimensional. Like being an artist and a creator has allowed me to show all sides of me. And I think that allows me to be myself, but through a creative process. You know, sometimes I feel hip hop, sometimes I feel country, sometimes I feel alt, you know, sometimes I feel rock. So, and like, it just shows in the music. Sometimes I feel pop, you know what I mean? It's like, and that's how, you know, I feel like that's how like my style is too. Like when I wake up and get dressed in the morning, I don't have like a too big of a wardrobe, but like I try to keep it simple, but like it's still little aesthetics. Like I might throw on my cowboy boots today, or like, you know, I might just throw on my old dirty Vans, or, you know, I might throw on something clean, you know what I mean? Like, but being an artist like allows me to have that creative expression. I think that's what keeps me who I am. You know, it keeps me humble, it keeps me content, because I'm not searching for anything. It gives me the freedom to let it out.
I think as creators, or as like people who are artistic, or that, you know, have like creative like bones, like that's the number one thing you want to do. You just want to, all you want is a release. People see it as, oh, you're talented, oh, you got this and that. Like really, you just, like you said, you're venting through artistry. Right. We live in a world today, you already know, man, nobody's really, like everybody's walking around with a mask, nobody's walking around being who they are. And I think what I respect out of artists and creators is those are some of the people who are willing to just be free and be who they are without, like, you know, because at the end of the day, you're going to get the judgment, you're going to get the thing, but those people are brave enough to like put themselves out there to, you know, subject themselves to the judgment and, you know, the blah. But at the end of the day, it's just their release as an artist and as a person, because I think a lot of people don't release themselves. Was there ever fear before you like got to the point where you like actually start recording, actually start putting out your music, or was there ever a fear to release anything?
No, I've always been quick on like the release, because I don't think I never.
Dude, I see you nonstop. Every time, like if I go to Epidemic and I look at new, like if I sort by new, I'm like, dude, this dude just dropped another project. Like, dude, oh my God.
From the last time we talked, I think.
Right,
like,
facts.
Therefore, I don't know if that 3P part was out, but like 4 songs came out, I think. Right. So like, yeah, it's quick, but like I've always been like that, because I never thought of like what happens after.
Right.
I think I just never thought about it, not like in a bad way, like I was missing out on opportunity, like I was still promoting and doing the steps as an artist, but like I just think I naturally, because I was in it for myself, I was doing it for myself, I never thought. It took me years to think, like, until I started getting reactions, right? And like, it took me getting reactions to be like, okay, like people actually feel certain ways when I do this.
When did you get to the point where you flipped that switch and was like, yo, I'm lit?
Yeah, so like when I released Top Speed in 2019, it like took off. And then like I was getting comments from like people all over the world, DMs and YouTube comments. And I was like, this kid in Germany, I was like his school project. He had like taken me,
Oh.
I had his like mom writing me on Facebook, like, we need more info. Cause I only had so much like personal info out there. Like a pretty, like, it all happened so fast. I didn't like have like a footprint, a digital footprint, so to speak, for like people to research me. So I think like simultaneously with those like waves and waves of messages and comments and stuff, like that's when it hit me like, wow, like this is something, or this can be something, you know what I mean? Cause it's still a work in progress, but like it finally hit me. Cause before, you know, we're just like every rapper knows, like we're just doing it for like the local people, you know, we're trying that local show and eventually sell out our first bar locally. And then, you know, and then once you get to there, it's like, well, how do I get somewhere else?
So you're signed to Epidemic Sound, right? As an artist. I mean, we was kind of talking about that briefly last time.
Yeah.
Why would you pick that option over the traditional route? You know, most rappers or most artists, you know, I don't know where these artists of today see the industry, or, you know what I mean? There's always been the typical way of how you get on in music. Now I know that social media has kind of brought about a new route and era, but why would you choose that route over the traditional musical route?
I think just being in like a homegrown situation. So like this is new for them and it's new for me. Like I've always been on my own independently 100%.
Right.
And then just independently distribute it.
Right.
But then having the creative freedom to make, like I said, like if I'm feeling country, I'm making a country record. If I'm feeling pop, I'm making a pop. If it's rap, it's rap. Like, and I have that freedom, you know what I mean? If I want to do 1,000 singles, I'll do 1,000 singles. If I want to do 10 albums, if I never want to leave my couch, I don't have to, right? So like, it still allows me to move at my pace, like in a comfortable pace. And I don't have the pressure of feeling like it's work.
I want this heard on audio because this is like a big point of me even doing this whole project, is like creator supporting creator and everything. So how does me as a social media creator using your music in my creation on social media benefit you?
Benefits me so much. And I'm so appreciative of yourself and all the other creators out there from the YouTube platform and social media platforms, because people don't realize like you can get, like I've had cool ads like Pepsi commercials, right?
Right.
But like I've had YouTubers who show me love weekly.
Right. Big fact.
So it's like, and it's not like some random person catching an ad or a commercial and like those look cool, but it's a Super Bowl effect, right? It comes and it goes. But it's like being able to be in front of your audience frequently and then get those organic fans, like those are real people, real fans, like they love you. And that gives them the opportunity to then come to my side and be like, man, like if he likes him,
right,
I like him too. You know, if this what he's listening to, man, I look up to CJ. What's he listening to? I want to know everything about him. It's like they're gonna imitate that, and it happens, dude. I get more DMs about like people riding for their favorite YouTuber that use my music, and like they want the credit that they put me on, but like whole time, like, dude, I got like 50 DMs about the same thing. But like I appreciate it. I try to respond to like so many messages because like I truly appreciate that, because it's just organic and it's like real love. Like that's your guys' choice to choose my music.
Facts.
All right, before I allow this video to go on, I just want to sit here and just really advocate for creators supporting creators and how I see Epidemic fitting into that. And another big reason why I like pushing Epidemic Sound, not only do you get the benefit, obviously, of having properly licensed music so you avoid copyright strikes on all social media platforms, but the reality is there are other creators that are just like you. I'm a creator on the YouTube platform, but there's NBHD Nick, who's a creator on the music side, and he's creating music and putting it on this Epidemic Sound platform. Obviously, it's a two-way street. I play his music, or I choose his music, or you choose his music, and he gets exposure, but also we get the option of having his high-quality, well-produced. He has a budget to go in the studio to create these songs for us to use. So it's a two-way street, and Epidemic Sound is the bridge between that. It's a lot deeper than you just having a place to get music with Epidemic Sound. It's just a dope place, and I really am about the fact that I know that me using this platform is helping another creator get exposure, also make a living and things like that. I get to continue to make a living and continue to monetize my content because I'm properly licensing my music. So that's just the way that I see Epidemic fitting in. And yo, if you feel moved the way that I have been moved, there's a link in the description below. Get a 30-day free trial with Epidemic Sound, and then, you know, continue on and just continue on your creator journey. At the end of the day, I'm just an advocate for creators supporting creators.
And you know, like I said, like I like your music, like I like your story, I like some of the things you speak about. Like right now, currently at the end of every video, it's the same verse, but that's because that verse like speaks to me and I could relate to what you were saying in that verse and everything. And then, you know, I'm a creator and I understand the grind and the hustle. We having a conversation, we can relate so much because we came up in this, you know, and it's important to me that creators support other creators. You know, it's sticky out here, bro. Crabs in a barrel mentality coming up, even in the creator world. I've dealt with it in the tech space. I'm sure you dealt with it in the music place, but like me, I've never been of that. Like that type of stuff bugs me so much. Like I'm just like, man, we all can eat. It's so much out here. So, you know, when you find something dope or you find a creative that's doing something dope creatively, like, you know, you as a creative want to share their creativity. At least that's how I am. I mean, I don't know how there's other creators out there, I'm gonna keep it a buck, that don't move that way, but that's just how I feel. But I just wanted to iterate that because I just think it's important for people that do choose to use the Epidemic platform, that do choose to find favorite artists on there, and you using that person in, you know, whether you're dropping daily vlogs or whatever, it really matters to that creator. And, you know, you obviously get the benefit of Epidemic, but I just want to always iterate I'm an advocate of creators helping creators. I don't believe in luck. I believe you create like your reality. You create, I mean, like, dude, you didn't get lucky. I
think luck is just an easy word to replace a longer sentence.
Right.
I don't think a lot of people believe in luck. I just think it just is easier to say. You didn't get lucky, you just decided to keep going.
Exactly.
Eventually you were on the right highway. Exactly. You know what I mean? You just kept taking the wrong current and eventually you got off on the right exit. Like, it's the same thing.
Exactly. It's like going somewhere with no GPS. Listen,
right.
My tech people, take away your Google Maps, take away your Apple Maps, and try to get somewhere, you know, and having the relentlessness to just keep going until you get there, you know, being willing to ask people along the way, hey, where do I go? Some people gonna send you down the wrong way. People, and then finally you find someone who's genuine, is like, oh yeah, it's right here. And you're like, really? It was right here, bro? I had so and so. But that's the journey to get to, you know, success or whatever.
Yeah, what you gauge success. Yeah, what one gauges success, exactly. I think asking yourself, like, am I succeeding? Am I still succeeding? Like, if you hit certain landmarks, like, all right, wake up today. Am I succeeding? You know what I mean? Right. Am I in my happy place? Am I where I need to be? Am I just constantly reevaluating yourself? Because if you're an artist, we'll speak from like my perspective. So like, if you're an artist and you get that big record deal, right? And to the world, you're successful now. Right. Or you get that, you know, 100K subscribers on YouTube and now you're successful to the world. You get the cute little plaque that everyone wants. I want one too. But is that success tomorrow? Or is that today's something you succeeded in today? Like, so I think success is a continuation where like succeeding is constant. It can happen again. And you have to make sure that it keeps happening.
It's funny too, like sometimes, you know, like you say, people like the silver play button or the, you know, X amount of subs, like sometimes, like, you know, as you get to a certain point, you get there and you're like, wait, this is, you know, when I first came in this YouTube on the tech side, this is just full transparency, yeah, whatever. Anyways, so I remember I was like, man, I can't wait to get to the point. I used to see people get products sent to them. I was like, oh, I can't wait to get to that point. But then you didn't realize, oh, when the company's seeing product, they expect a video, or there might be, or, you know, you can't wait to get a brand deal. Well, you know what? Honestly, working with, and I don't say that, hey, listen, brands, I can still rock with your boy. But look, keep it a buck. Sometimes working with brands or doing a brand deal is not as free creativity like creatively, or like, you know, they might want to look at a review. You got to submit for review. Oh, we don't like, we can't have this brand, and I got to go blur this out. Like, that's messing with the vibe of my creativity. You know, people don't understand. Like, you think you want it, but then when you get there, you're like, man, it don't look like that. Or they might have a huge, a large subscriber amount, and they're not seeing the audience return. Like, it's a dead channel. Like,
yeah, it's quantity over or quality over quantity.
Exactly.
So it's like they got a lot of numbers, but there's no quality, there's no substance, you know, there's no foundation.
Also, you know, man, listen, you got to reinvent yourself. It's like if you did the same song or the same sound over and over, yo, people gonna be like, yo, this sounds just like, man, it's 8 top speeds in a row. You know, some people who's so afraid to, you know, try something different and stuff. And honestly, some of those, like when I talk about bigger channels that aren't seeing it, they're afraid to change. They're like, oh, this worked, and they stay within a box instead of like really being risky and experimental and being willing to try something and have it fail.
Cause it's like this, like if you do sneaker reviews on your channel, right?
Dude, hey, look, you know, real quick, I'm gonna just say that's how I really wanted to start off on YouTube. Like, I got sneaker review videos that I started off with, but they're unlisted.
Sneaker set to you. You get the heat set to you.
You can see my sneaker, bro. You know I'm a sneakerhead. Look at that.
Yeah, I see it. Those are some special boxes back there.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't want to get you excited because you got to check tomorrow. But it's the same thing as like people are scared it's the same thing when we talk about creating and worrying about what people are thinking. It's like, you can't be fearful what people are going to think.
Facts.
If you do a tech channel, it's like, man, I love these sneakers. Like, I got to give me 5 minutes. Let me talk about these sneakers. It's still, as long as it's still you talking about the sneakers. Like when I say, if I'm feeling country, like I'm not trying to sound like one of my favorite country artists. It's my rendition
Nick McGraw out here.
It's my rendition of Neighborhood McGraw. Like it's my rendition of, it's my version of what I feel I would make. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not trying to like do karaoke. Like it's my version of that genre. So it's like, it makes it fun. Like we've done Christmas records, we've done, you know, Kids Bop. We did a Kids Bop type record. Like, but it's still like me, and I think that I love the freedom of that creativity. But like you said, it's like you can't worry about what people think. And like if you're a content creator on YouTube and you want to do something outside of your box, like just go for it. Whoever comes across this is gonna be like, man, this is like different.
Yeah,
it's definitely different.
I'm excited for this type of.
It's not a podcast. It's not
exactly. Exactly.
It's the conversation.
I put in work, you know I'm up to get it. Early bird gets the worm and the Yankee fitted. Like, whoa, bags under my eyes and you know, won't complain, I'm tired, I'm on go. For that grip, 10 toes till they swole. For that grip, 10 toes till they swole. Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign.